What's up everybody, Adam here with eTrailer. Today I have a 2012 Chevrolet Silverado and we're going to be taking a look at the WeatherTech Front Custom-Fit Mud Flaps. So these are going to either replace your existing mud flaps or just get some mud flaps onto your truck. Basically what these are for is just to protect the truck from scratches and stuff like this. Once it starts to kind of chip away at the paint, whether it's right here or just along this door, eventually that'll start to rust away. And also if you have running boards and stuff, you don't really want to have rocks and everything coming up and chipping them up and stuff like that. So this is mainly going to be for protection, especially if you start getting some wider tires and stuff like that, a little bit knobby or aggressive tires. It typically has a lot of room for rocks and stuff. As you can see, there's literally a rock right here. And these, as we're going around, you hit bumps and stuff, they're gonna start flying up. So that's basically the bread and butter of mud flaps, is just protecting the truck. It does have a custom fit, which is super awesome. So basically you just put it up to it and it's gonna use your factory holes and your factory hardware to get them all mounted up. It's made of a thermoplastic resin design, so it's gonna be impact resistant and it's not really gonna fade over time or crack in the cold winter months. One thing that kind of sets these apart from the Husky liners, which I would definitely compare these to, is the back side here. It does have this little bulge, which compared to the other ones are just kind of a flat face. So if you're wanting to maybe just, I don't know, maybe just like the looks of this, I don't really think it matters much. At the end of the day, mud flaps are mud flaps and they're just going to protect the truck. But if you like this look better than the Huskies, then go with these. But at the same time, they're basically the same thing, made of the same stuff, and are gonna protect your truck in the same way. First thing you wanna do is clean up the spot where the flaps are gonna go. As you can see, the flaps that we had on here before, it's just leaving a lot of debris, so we really wanna clean that up. Just take whatever you got, soak it real good, and then take like a shop towel or whatever to clean it off. Yikes. So a lot of that was dirt, but more of it was just kind of just little nicks in the sides. That's something that we're going to try to prevent with these flaps. So now that that's done, there is a little sticker that comes in the kit which will protect this from that happening. They didn't have it on here before and that's why it looks like that. But basically we're going to have a left-hand side and a right-hand side. You can take a little insert. We're not keeping these on here, so I'm not going to use this, but basically you just put it kind of like right there, and that'll just protect all that from happening. So once that's done, we are going to have to kind of move our wheels around to be able to access all this. So depending on what side you are, it's going to let you know where you're going to need to turn your wheels. So once that's done, we just need to remove all of the hardware holding the old mud flap or just our wheel liners in. So get all those out. I took out most of them when we took these off, but there is going to be a little tab right here. You could do your best. Take a tool or a flathead screwdriver. And you know how these work. They just kind of pull out like that. And then you can pull out the core. And we will use these later, so we just want to set that to the side for now. And then we can go ahead and kind of just hold these up. And we can use the hardware that we took off before just to kind of reinstall all these. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start with the one I have right next to me. Put that in. And insert this back in there. And I'm just using the hardware that was here before. I'm not going to completely tighten them down yet. I'm just going to get all of them in and then tighten them all at the same exact time. And then for the very last one, which is way in the back right here, one, we're going to have to turn these wheels to access it. But if you have just a straight through hole, they do give you a screw and a lock nut that you can put through there and then thread this on the other side. But with our case today, this actually has a threaded hole. And there was hardware in there before, so I'm just going to replace that. But if that's not the case, it does come with one for each side. So now we can just repeat that same exact process for the other side, and that's basically it for the install. And that'll do it for a look at the WeatherTech Custom-Fit Front Mud Flaps on our 2012 Chevrolet Silverado.